It is one of the most exciting Monday Night Raws of the year. The Raw before the Royal Rumble. 30 men staking their claim. Who's going to WrestleMania? But wait, you remember Triple H is in charge and it's just going to be another boring edition of Raw on Netflix. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. You ain't getting the top guys in the Rumble. You thought you were getting Dwayne, you thought you were getting Roman Reigns, you thought you were getting John Cena, you thought you were getting CM Punk. We probably wouldn't even get CM Punk. If we're lucky, we might see him arriving at the beginning of the arena to do absolutely nothing with his little suitcase. Oh, look at this. I've got my gear in my suitcase even though I'm not wrestling tonight. What a fucking dumb idea that is every time Triple H has people enter the arena. But yeah, what is there tonight? There's a tag team match, but not just any tag team match, a title match. New Day, not the New Day, sorry. War Raiders, it's all the same shite anyway. War Raiders taking on the Judgment Day, but it's not Finn Balor. The loin starts behind me. It's not him. It is Dominic Mysterio. We've also got Belair and Naomi taking on Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, and Sami Zayn versus Drew McIntyre. So, with that said, last word on sports.com gave us 10 talking points about tonight's show. So I thought we could go and dissect each talking point. But before we do that, there's one point I want to talk about, and that's John Cena. Not on the show tonight. Said he was going to be full-time. We're going to touch on this a little bit later with a separate video because I think it's John Cena and he deserves a separate video. But, I mean, he said he was full-time. He said he wasn't doing any movies. Turns out he's already been doing a movie in the month of January.
Aye, and he was over in Hungary, alright, filming it, but more on that later.
I'm hungry for John Cena. I need him.
But to keep the John Cena context within this edition of Raw, it's the go-home show. He's one of the favourites. You're going to have a Raw the night, right? The go-home show, Raw is the A show now, right? Used to be SmackDown on Fox, but now we're on Netflix, so it's back to Raw. You're having the biggest show that you can have before the Rumble, and Punk is literally the only guy that can win it. Drew ain't winning, Cena ain't winning, Seth ain't winning, right? You've got Cena, Punk, Reigns, and The Rock. If The Rock's in it, I think he'll win it, but so he's still a possibility. Look, they're the four. And I wouldn't even be convinced that Punk's in this.
See if WWE was good, man. They could have said, "Oh, Cena, you're not going to be here until the Rumble, right? We'll pre-record stuff." You could have did anything with Cena, man. You could have had like 1 week him talking about the upcoming Royal Rumble. Maybe you could have had him break down the two previous Rumble wins that he's got. Has he got two or three? Two. I think if he wins this one, he'll go level with Austin. You could have had him break down the two You could have had Cena literally do anything, man. You could have had him do a backstage segment with Gunther. Gunther says, "Oh, Big John, you haven't won in 2,000 days, but you think you can beat me for this." You'd plant seeds. You could do something. Anything. You could have gave us... But fuck me, you get nothing. You get absolutely nothing. Oh, we always hear, Triple H has got multiple people and multiple storylines at the same time. What storylines? Oh, who has Gunther spoke to on Raw? Other than... See, since he had the title, Gunther's only interacted with Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, and fucking Damian Priest. That's it. That's your whack.
And a broken back Randy.
Are you telling me... I mean, the build-up to that match was non-existent.
You're a SmackDown guy.
Are you telling me that Cena... They couldn't have just filmed something with Cena and Gunther backstage?
Of course they could have.
Because Gunther's this cocky bastard that seems... See, since Gunther likes to run everybody down, why is Gunther not bumping into Cena? See, maybe like, not even... But even Netflix premiere, man... Why not? See if Gunther's not in a match, why not have him on that way? You could have like moments ago, like when they come back for the break after the Cena promo, maybe you could have Cena walking in the back and Gunther's laughing at him. Thinking, how dare you think you can come back and match John,
See if they knew, right, that Cena had to go film in Budapest, right? Fucking don't even have him appear at Netflix, man. Just wait for that surprise pop at the Rumble, because see what they've done, man. It's disgusting. And another thing, you know what? Final year of Cena. Could he not have been heel for the first 3 months? Heel Hollywood John via satellite for Budapest. I'd have taken it.
I just don't think they're going to turn him heel in his last year because people ain't going to boo him, are they?
But you know what? They might fucking boom if his only appearances at the Rumble, and he pisses off back to
You know what?
Eastern Europe.
What a waste of opportunity. But it's WWE's fault for being so shite that people are going off now to make movies.
Yep. No, it's...
Do you not think it's funny though that Batista? Now some people think he's a good actor, right? I personally think he's overrated. Don't think he's bad. Think he's better. He's better than The Rock, right? But I don't think Batista's as good as people make him out to be.
He's probably like the most 6 out of 10 actor you can get.
But the point is, do you not think it's convenient when Batista left, isn't it? He left when WWE started going down the shitter.
Aye.
You know, he didn't leave when he first came in. He didn't leave during his Evolution run. He didn't leave during his title runs in the Ruthless Aggression era. You know, Batista left when wrestling was shite. John Cena hung on as pretty much as long as he could. I'm convinced that if wrestling was good and never went down the toilet, Cena and Batista would still be there. Maybe they would have cut their schedule a little bit, but I don't think they would have completely jobbed out. But you know what? I look at Cena and Batista. Can you blame them going to Hollywood? Absolutely not.
But yeah, but I think you're right. I think with maybe not with Batista. I think especially with Cena, it was more Cena began to outgrow wrestling than because wrestling began to just fucking die. That was the problem. It's like the Rock back when he started to do movies was one of a kind, right? The Rock, you know, the attitude that was massive. But see, I just can't believe that he's no here. We're not getting anything for Big John, because make no mistake about it, right? He's probably still in Budapest, but see if Cena was here tonight, it'd be one of these quick hits. It's a disgrace. So it's honestly one of the worst. No, it's the worst Rumble build I can remember. What's even going on?
When was the last time the Rumble build was good? And I'm not just picking on Triple H here, under McMahon as well.
Well, fucking hell.
See, that's the thing. A lot of people think we pretend that like a couple
Yo, see a Royal Rumble package now, man. It is the by the numbers pitch, and it shows you the last 30 years. See, back in the day, it was actual stories going into it. Oh, Austin's got a bounty. Oh, the corporation's going to throw Austin out. Triple H, Austin, cocky Kid Rock blasting. Oh, Austin's like, I need that belt. I found out Triple H had me run over, so I need to win.
You remember when? Do you remember when like?
2006, Ray wants the date for Eddie.
Do you remember when people would come down and there was stories within the wrestlers in the match and like, oh, he's in the ring and here comes this guy and they've been feuding. See now it's like there's nothing going on. Like, you know, there used to be like, oh, these two guys are in a feud, so it'll be interesting if they both get in the Rumble at the same time. See now it's just like 30 individuals with nothing going on, no ties, no connections.
Nothing. The only good thing about the Rumble this year, 11 PM start time in the UK.
Yeah, but well, it's pretty good.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
But you know what? As good as it fucking gets is...
Especially if we got a family thing, brother.
Yeah, but as good as it gets, man, is just people saying, I'm going to win the Royal Rumble. Yep. No, I'm going to win the Royal Rumble. There's no passion in it. See anybody that believes they're as good as Austin, they deserve to get shot. And I actually mean that, right? You don't deserve to breathe. See Tessa Blanchard, fuck her, right?
Did she actually say it?
I said she's going to leave a legacy like Stone Cold Steve. You ain't going to leave shit. No, I don't care how good somebody is. It is impossible. And I don't care how good you are, right? You cannot leave a Stone Cold Steve Austin legacy because wrestling is shite now. And I will be fair, right? I think you can only be good enough. You can only be like a certain level of good when the error's this poor.
Yep.
Austin could not have hit the heights he got to in this era. It's just factual. You could not, right? If you're in if the era you're in is like a 1 out of 10, it's impossible for you to be a 10 out of 10. It just can't happen. But for Tessa Blanchard to come out and say she's going to be as good as Stone Cold... let's just move on, right? No one's going to be as good as Stone Cold.
Let's get into the show, but you know what? Cena's in Budapest, right? That's a half-decent excuse. He has a movie star. What the fuck's Roman Reigns' excuse tonight, folks? No, what is it?
Tribal Chief. He's probably got leukemia or some shit like that.
I mean, I've got leukemia watching this shite. I mean, anyway, let's get into it. What are we starting with?
Logan Paul and Gunther. Logan Paul will make his first appearance on WWE Raw since he confirmed moving to the Red brand. Paul said he wants to be the World Heavyweight Champion, which obviously is the title that Gunther holds. Will Paul announce his participation in the Royal Rumble, and will we get an interaction between Logan Paul and Gunther? Well, I'm going to answer that one. No.
You know what?
He might announce his participation in the Rumble, but you ain't going to get Logan Paul and Gunther.
No, you're not. I didn't mind Logan Paul once upon a time. But you know what? There is no fucking... I've no time for you in this Royal Rumble, mate. You know what? As shite as this build is, it is one of the more stacked Rumbles in years. There's just no place for him.
Logan Paul doesn't get it. Logan Paul doesn't understand wrestling. He does not.
Most of them don't know, to be fair.
The thing... What makes Logan Paul passable is he just plays himself. And unfortunately, wrestling is so bad that Logan Paul himself as a human being is more interesting than like 90% of the roster.
Yep.
So that's the only reason I think why Logan Paul's run in WWE's been not bad. I'm not going to sit and say the guy doesn't have a certain level of charisma. The guy can certainly talk, but you know, it's like the way people say about The Rock, Dwayne Johnson just plays the same character in every movie. He just plays Dwayne Johnson. Logan Paul just plays Logan Paul in wrestling, and wrestling's supposed to be characters. But Logan Paul doesn't get that. But like I said, Logan Paul, the person, is just more interesting than most of these wrestlers, which is sad.
No, it's sad, but you're right. You've hit the nail on the head. It's like, if you're an interesting person by default, and you now join WWE, chances are you're going to be better than most 90% of the other guys in it, because they can't write and all the hires indie bums with no talent.
But you look at Logan Paul and he's showing off his lifestyle and his pools and I'm going to all these extravagant events. Back in the day, that would have been a character.
Yep.
That's not that's Logan Paul's life. That's Logan Paul, the human being.
Logan Paul.
And to me, Logan Paul, the reason I don't want him in wrestling is, and it might be a bit unfair, and maybe it's not his fault, but it just brings you closer to the reality era. I think with Logan Paul, you're getting further away from kayfabe. I think you're getting further away from a work. I think you're getting further away from characters, because when Logan Paul's there, you're just getting Logan Paul. Logan Paul's not a WWE wrestling creation character. He's just Logan Paul, the celebrity. And
yeah.
I don't like that. But, like I said, I mean, he is better than most of the guys on the roster, so... I mean, it is what it is.
Will he enter the Rumble? Yes. Do I want him in the Rumble? No. I mean, are we going to get a Logan Paul CM Punk promo going into the Rumble here? Is Logan Paul going to be built up as a serious threat? He's not a chance of winning.
No. Can the new Judgment Day find old success? Can JD McDonagh and Dominic Mysterio find the chemistry that McDonagh had with Finn Balor? Can they... coexist and win the belts after War Raiders? I'm going to say they should, but I don't think they will.
You can try and find any word in English language, man, to try and make this sound half decent. The reality is, the tag division's never been worse. I mean, the War Raiders, some guy commenting short.
I like the Judgment Day. I've got to be fair here. I know you don't like the guy. I think this is Finn Balor's best work in his WWE career. To me, this is better than the Rainbow Balor. I mean, this is better than...
Obviously, it's better than that.
This is better than the Balor... the loin starts behind me, Prince Devitt shit that he was doing or whatever. I prefer this over the Demon Balor, because I just can't take a 5'9", 150-pound demon seriously with ribbons. I never could. See when I see Kane coming down and it's like 7 foot tall, fucking absolutely jacked, looks like he'd rip your arms off, tearing a steel cage off the door. He's related to the Undertaker, man, and he can spit fire. Well, not spit fire, but he can throw fireballs.
I fucking believed he could spit it though.
Like, to me, I could see if it was called the Demon Kane, I'd be like, fuck, that is a demon. See, when I see 5'8" Finn Balor, it's not a demon for me. But I think Balor's done a decent job in the Judgment Day. I don't mind the Judgment Day, to be honest. I think they're decent. I like they're the best thing on Raw for me with Punk. I like the Judgment Day.
I wasn't
even JD McDonagh. I know you don't like. I think he does his role okay, right?
His bobblehead's alright.
He's a jobber. You know what I mean? He's not the main guy. He's not the focal point. He's not the focus. We don't expect to look at JD McDonagh when you look at the Judgment Day and go, oh, there's the star right there. I think the Judgment Day's alright. And it created Damian Priest, didn't it? For me, the Judgment... You know what? I think the Judgment Day is better than the Bloodline. I'll say it, honestly. Not peak Bloodline.
Yeah, but
I think the Bloodline has been... I think the Bloodline's been poor for a while now.
My point was, I don't think the tag division's ever been worse. And that's nothing to do with Judgment Day. I actually like the Judgment Day, like you. But see, when you've got DIY and the War Raiders as your tag champions, that tells me all I need to know about your division. Some guy greeting to us, oh, I wouldn't trust yous two running WWE because yous would release Eric and Ivar.
Oh, no.
And they're two great workers.
Oh, God forbid it.
No, cards on the fucking table here, right? Who is a bad worker in WWE? It's only realistically women. Like a Nia Jax. Like, see, when it comes to men in WWE, who's a legitimate bad worker?
Yeah, someone commented on our flop poll and says, why the hell is Nia Jax on this? And it's like, did you watch Survivor Series? And that's not the reason, right? Because I think as a whole, she's been shocking. Bad match after bad match, botch after botch. Horrible promo after horrible promo. Every week looks fat. I'm not just, but that Survivor, even if she had a good year, that Survivor Series performance is one of the worst performances I've seen that I can remember in wrestling. It was god awful.
Yeah.
And not enough spoke about that, by the way.
No, see the women's.
See that happened in AEW, man. These people would be talking about it every day.
No, see that women's Survivor Series match. That was like they'd wrestled for 3 hours and they were like, right, go out and do it again. And that was their attempt.
No, the match was horrible, but Nia Jax, I think, was that bad that it made everyone else kind of look alright.
Aye.
It was a horrible performance, but can the Judgment Day find success? I don't think so. Why wouldn't you put the belts back on the Judgment Day? Give Dominic a belt, man. The guy deserves it. Right, Royal Rumble entrance. What's going to happen? Sane's in the Rumble. McIntyre's in the Rumble. Cody Rhodes is going to appear on Raw. He's in the Rumble.
Oh.
What do you want to talk about? Oh, Roman Reigns will supposedly be here tonight. I'm just seeing this. The recognized tribal chief is set to launch the cover of WWE 2K25. So
that's why he's there, not to do with the Rumble then. He's going to launch the 2K25 cover.
That can't be right. How can you imagine Austin, right? Getting ready to win the Rumble. Last Raw before the Rumble. He needs to win the Rumble because he needs to go to Mania because he lives and breathes the WWF Championship. And he comes out and he, instead of even addressing the Rumble or focusing on his opponents at the Rumble, he talks about a video game.
Yeah, WWE, just bring it. That's the thing you need to do, brother.
What?
I seen they've announced a Dead Man edition. Why not have Undertaker on tonight's show? Come out, batter some fucking jobbers, all of them, and then just be like, here, buy 2K25 and do what I just did.
That'd be a decent promotion.
You know what I mean? Why not?
A-Town Down Under are going to be on Raw tonight. Apparently made their transfer for SmackDown, so aye.
Oh, that's brilliant. Here, Dead Man edition. Benoit, downloadable character. Any chance?
Aye, should be interesting to see what happens there. Sheamus feels robbed. I mean, are they going with that storyline? I don't know. Apparently, Sheamus feels robbed. Will he be upset on Raw?
Fucking give Jesse Ventura more money and make him Sheamus' manager or something. Make Sheamus feel like a bigger deal than what he is. Actually go with this like robbed gimmick. Oh, they're discriminating against Irish Catholics. Do something. Be better than what they're doing with Sheamus right now.
Naomi is set to star in a Queen of the Ring movie.
Oh, that's brilliant. I'll be watching that. Straight to DVD.
So let's quickly talk about the matches then. Let's just wrap this up. Bianca Belair and Naomi taking on Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. I'm going to go for Liv and Raquel. I think they need a win. Liv won on SmackDown though, so she'll probably lose tonight. 50-50 booking.
You know the score.
Aye.
I'm going to go with those two. Aye.
What, Belair and Naomi?
Aye, because that's the way 50-50 booking works at the end of the day.
WWE World Tag Team Championship. War Raiders versus JD McDonough and Dominic Mysterio.
The War Raiders!
Yeah, I mean, I hope they don't win.
The Fridge Raiders!
I think they will win. It is what it is. And then I'm assuming this is the main event. Sami Zayn versus Drew McIntyre. I mean,
Drew's lost his last two matches. He lost against Jey
Well,
Uso.
don't worry, he'll beat Sami Zayn.
Well, that's my point. He's lost against Uso and Seth. He needs to win this.
Yeah, but can you see how the quality of matches are going down. First main event, and I'm not saying massively, but first you get Punk Seth Rollins, right? Great. Then you get Balor versus Damian Priest street fight. All right, decent match because there was like big rivalry there, and it's a street fight. Brings an end to the Judgment Day in terms of Priest versus him and that rivalry. Cool. Then you get Rollins versus McIntyre, which we've already seen at Mania. It didn't feel as important as Punk and Rollins, and the rivalry between Drew and Seth Rollins I don't think was really there either. The connection was, we both hate CM Punk, so let's wrestle each other. And then this week you're getting Drew versus Sami Zayn.
You helped Roman Reigns shove me, man.
No, but you can clearly see that week by week the quality of the main event match is slowly declining.
It is. Also, no mention of El Penta. Who will he feature against? I don't know. Adam Pearce went to Twitter and said, "Leave your best suggestions down below." Is that the fucking state of wrestling? I mean, tell me who I should put Big El Penta against. I guarantee you El Penta will be number 1 or 2 in the Rumble. Fucking guarantee it.
See this Drew McIntyre story, right? Honestly, see back in the day, see everybody that helped Roman Reigns, he would have took them out in like the first hour of Raw. And in the second hour, he would have came for Roman. But now we're getting like this year-long thing where Drew needs to take... And maybe if you're lucky, you'll get Drew versus Roman at Mania 42. It's like, what the fuck?
It's fucking insane, right? Let's just put this into perspective. Mid-2022, right? August, that's when that Clash of the Castle. It's 2025. Could you imagine something in mid-98, Highway to Hell, SummerSlam 98, Taker and Austin? Could you imagine them fucking beefing about something like that in early 01? It's done.
But we've seen Sammy versus Drew at Saturday Night Main Event. So why does he need to face him again? He's already beat him.
No, I know, but do you understand my...
No, I get what you're saying.
See, back in the day, see in a year of wrestling, fucking so much happened. See now, it is the same regurgitated shite.
I reckon you could stop watching wrestling for a year now and then tune it back on and you'll still get a couple of the storylines that existed a year ago still currently playing.
Look at you can go to any years and look at mid-2002, right? The brand split's fresh. See, by the start of 2005, so much is different. You get Cena and Batista about to become the next big... What's happened in the last 2.5 years? Nothing. Cody Rhodes forced down our throat. That's it. Drew McIntyre's where he was. Sami Zayn's where everything is stagnant. Fucking nothing going up or down. The only thing that's happened in the last 2.5 years is that CM Punk's back. And the Rock has made the odd appearance here or there. That is it. Nothing's changed. It is so... boring. That's why it's not must watch. It's so predictable and fuck. I mean, honestly, man, Saturday night's main event. Look at the state of that. I'm never watching one of them again. And
no,
you're right.
They're awful. They're awful. Anyway, I'm going to go with Drew McIntyre to beat Sami Zayn. That's my predict. That ain't a prediction. That's a spoiler.
People, Zayn needs to win the Rumble and take on Kevin Owens for the belt in night 2. I will. I won't be watching night 2.
Yeah, they can wrestle the dark match in night 0. Anyway, guys, that's it. We'll catch you in the next one. Till then, peace.